What's up guys, and welcome to Meso Hendo Plays, my new Let's Play channel. Just a quick heads up before you start this video, this is a re-upload from my original channel, which you can check out here if you want to. I'm currently in the process of moving all of the Let's Plays that I did on that channel over to this one, so apologies if the quality isn't quite up to scratch. I didn't start very well with these Let's Plays. But until I get the backlog caught up onto this new channel, any new Let's Plays will be uploaded on the old channel for now, so go check it out if you have time. With that being said, let's get to the video. What's up guys, Mason the Brock Henderson here with some more Final Fantasy 15. So last time out we did quite a few side quests. In fact, we had too many side quests probably. But we are going to be getting back to the main quest in this video, finally. But first we do have just a few more to get through, mainly because they will be easy. But before we get started on those, I did do quite a bit of stuff off camera. First of all, we had a lot of hunts to get through. I am actually hunter rank 8 at this point. The big hunt that I did last time involved that big giant bird that we saw all the way back in, I think, episode 2 of this Let's Play. It is called the Zoo, which I have heard that name before in other Final Fantasy games. Just didn't realize it was going to be such a special enemy in this one. But yes, we did have a little bit of an opening scene. I'll put that here.
There was a giant bird, and it's coming right at us!
No! Get away from there!
Let go! I can't!
Get down! Seems we arrived at
We're not
feeding
staying for the
time.
meal, are we?
And it's circling for another pack.
We might not have a choice.
Looks like it's either him or us.
So after that, we went out there and we kicked its butt. Frankly, it was a pretty simple battle. I attacked it for a little bit, found out it was weak to my lance, so I went after it with it. And then eventually I broke its foot, so it fell down, became vulnerable, and we just kind of started wailing on him for a little bit. And right when he was about to get back up, I activated Armburger and went to town and killed it. So it was one of the things that I needed because I was trying to fill out Ignis's recipe list, and that was one of the things that I needed for one of his recipes. Another thing, obviously, is I wanted to complete as much fishing as possible, so I did do quite a bit of fishing as well. So you'll see here I have 109 of 116 dishes. There are some dishes that apparently I can't get until I get to chapter 15, so I'll have to wait for those. And fishes wise, I've got nearly all of them. I've got 12 left. They are mostly carps, which are in this one spot that has so many different specialty fish in it, and it's very difficult to pick out specific ones. So unfortunately, that's just going to be a lot of grinding through it. I just got sick of it because I'd already been fishing off camera for probably a good 12 hours and just could not catch any of these guys here. There are also some down here, the very bottom, which I think are going to be fished out of the sea, because I do know I have that one quest that I can do that involves me getting in the boat and going out to sea. But the one funny thing that did happen, or not necessarily funny thing, but this sucker right here, the pink jade gar, he was something else. Because I was trying to pay as close attention as possible, because essentially if you missed when he changed directions by a millisecond, you were losing about 100 HP off of your line. He was very, very dangerous. Even with the best attack and the best defense, I nearly lost it. I didn't get a picture of it, but I ended that battle. I started it with 2,000. I ended it with 40 HP. I was certain I was going to break the line and have to start over. So I'm really glad I didn't have to. But yeah, he was one that just stuck out to me. I wish I had thought to record it, but it slipped my mind, and by the time I remembered, it was already too late. So, but something else that happened is there were two places that I actually went off screen. There were two dungeons actually that I didn't know about. The first one was here, the Doral Caverns. This one wasn't anything too special. It was basically straightforward cavern. There wasn't even any sort of weapon of the ancestor in there. It was just something I didn't realize existed, and then as I'm looking through my fishing guide, I saw that apparently there's a fishing spot in there that I've never been to. So I went in and I just decided, you know what, this isn't anything too hard. I'll just complete this. If there's anything special, I'll record it. And then there really wasn't anything special. The enemies at the end, and most of the enemies throughout, were very simple. They had a necromancer, which was pretty high level and a little difficult, but not too bad. But then they had Ronins and they had Hekdaises, and those guys, I mean, just went down super easy with the Ring of the Lucii, so no problems there. At the very end of it all, there was a big enemy battle where there was like an iron giant that popped up with a few necromancers, and then some Ronin popped up on top of it, and then some Hekdais popped up. So it was just a big enemy battle. It wasn't anything too special. And the only thing you get out of all of it is you get Hard Edge for Gladio, which I did end up equipping him with it just because Thunderbolt has lightning attached to it, and sometimes enemies absorb it. So I figured Hard Edge, since it doesn't have any element attached, it would be a little bit better. But this is the only reward you get after all of that. So not really anything too special. The other one was a little bit special though, and that was the Beluve Mines. I only went here because as I was going through the hunts, one of the hunts wasn't appearing for me, and when I looked it up, apparently I had to complete this dungeon to be able to get that hunt. And frankly, because I just had too much of these side quests, I decided to go ahead and just do it and record it. So I captured some of that here. It really wasn't too incredible. The big thing, there were a lot of goblins, there were some jump scares in there. One in particular was kind of cool, and I did capture that recording, where you're walking down this path and it looks like the big bad guy who looks like a Yojimbo or a Ronin. He's walking towards you in the dark, and then suddenly he disappears, and there's a mine cart coming at you with a goblin inside that knocks you over. And then all of a sudden he appears anyway and slices you off the ledge. So that was a pretty cool moment, and I did make sure to capture it. As far as getting through the mines, there were 4 different floors. I started all the way at the bottom. I got stopped at a locked door, went up to the 3rd floor, and then managed to find that locked door that was on the 4th floor, open it, and then just go all the way to the end. It was pretty simple. The best thing about it, because the goblins obviously weren't giving me too much experience, but they were giving me a lot of AP, because anytime you warp strike kill an enemy, they give you an AP. So I was just doing that to all the goblins in there, and there were plenty of them. So I farmed a little bit of AP in there. But I did eventually face the final enemy, and it wasn't too bad. You know, it was pretty straightforward, especially considering I've faced other enemies similar to it before. The big thing was, after I fought it for a little bit, all of a sudden, it was pretty early on in the battle too, I saw I had a summon, so Garuda popped up, killed it, and then we went on and we did get another weapon. As you can see here, it's the Bow of the Clever, so kind of cool it's a crossbow. I guess it would probably function similar to how the guns work, but obviously I've never used the guns, so I don't know anything about it. But the final thing that I recorded was, we've had this quest here for a while, the Buried Memories. I just remembered what made me find this quest is one of the dishes that Ignis can learn comes from this quest. And so I saw a guide on how to get the Ulwat berries because I didn't know how to do it. Apparently you have to trade for them, which I do remember seeing that this guy that wanted these carrots at Cape Kayam, I do remember seeing that he wanted, one of the things he sold was Ulwat berries. I didn't realize those were the berries that Kaktura specifically was looking for. So I got those. I can turn those in now, so that's something else we'll do in this first part of the session. Also, he trades 4 carrots for weapons. So down here, I've got the Absorb Shield and the Valiant. This one's obviously a shield, this one's a gun. So I went ahead and gave those to Sid because I did have the materials needed to upgrade them. So now I'm kind of thinking it's probably a good idea to keep going and getting carrots from him to trade him, so that way he can give you more weapons. I don't know if the weapons he gives you are some of the best in the game or not, but I figure it's worth a shot. So I also worked on the extension grid a little bit. I got the item angler, so I get more items from fishing. I also got ultralight phase, so I have even less MP costs from phasing. And also the super stalkers, so I get even more damage when I attack somebody from behind. So 3 pretty good abilities. Hopefully these 2 specifically help me in future fights. I also upgraded my chocobo to level 9, and that just basically upped its stamina and its stamina recovery as well. So that'll help me whenever I finally finish up those chocobo races. One final thing is Prompto asked me for a photo op whenever we were going to the Beluve mines. So we took a photo op at the quarry, and I thought that was very ironic since the quarry is a game that I plan to play on this channel at some point. So anyways, moving on. So we're starting off here. We're going to get to this photo op for Viv, and then we're just going to knock out some of these quests that are very easy, and then from there we'll go on to the main story.
Eyes peeled.
Oh, it's funny, I took out all those guys over there at the gate, and turns out I didn't even need to go that way, so I just wasted my time there. It's fine. I found my way over here eventually.
Let me get this shot.
Okay, we got what we needed.
The monochromatic time filter is now available. What?
Huh?
That's interesting. You might notice I also changed the decal. I didn't mind the beast. I think it's still cool, but I just wanted to change it up a little bit, so I like the 8-bit version of these guys. Alright, here are your old Wattberries.
Thank you! With this, I can finally make the sweet.
So when can we try it?
Right now. The prep is done. All that's left is the berry on the cake. You'll find the fragrance quite sublime. Why, I still remember the first time I smelled it. Let me know when you're ready to dine. And here, take this as a small token of my gratitude.
Now that you mention it, it did give off a pretty unique smell.
And familiar. I'm sure I've had it before.
Could it be the confection you received from Lady Lunafreya?
Yeah, that's the one.
So it comes full circle. The perfect sweet to honor your marriage indeed.
If only you weren't saying that now that we know what happens.
Welcome back.
Again, very funny
Allow me
that
to take your order.
Yeah. So she granted me 3,000 gil for getting this done for her. Now I have to pay her 12,000 to be able to eat it. It's just, again, something very funny about that. But greatly increases magic, but reduces strength to 0? Wow. That's insane.
It'll be ready in a moment.
Bon appetit.
Looks good, though. Looks very rich.
I dare say I could make this at camp.
Excellent. Getting closer, Ignis. Gonna fill out your repertoire. So probably a good idea for us to not get into any fights right now. Because I think all I'll be able to use is the ring. I don't think anybody else in my party will be able to really fight. Okay. Also, I got a call from Wiz here, because apparently the baby chocobo hatched. In fact, let me see if I can see him before I talk to him. Where were they? Oh, look at them! Look at the little ones here. And there he is! Look at him! Hang on, let me get a... Look at the little guy. Take that picture. Okay, and now we can complete the quest for Wiz.
There y'all are. Well, here she is.
Oh, it's a little baby girl.
Oh, hey there. Nice to meet you.
She's adorable.
Hard to believe she'll end up growing so big.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Thanks to y'all, she's doing great. You come see her whenever you like, you hear?
Darn right we will.
The chick is fortunate to have Wiz for a parent.
For sure. She's gonna be safe here.
Plenty of food.
Yeah, and lots of pals to hang with. She'll do just fine.
Absolutely. I do wonder if we'll get to see her all grown up. That would be cute. Alright, Sonya. You got your frogs too off screen.
You found them! The rainbow frogs of legend! I never dreamed I'd see you babies in the slimy flesh!
Lucky you.
Thank you. I had foreseen this, but biology is your destiny. Give up hunting and join me.
What?
You burn for the science. How else could you have managed to track down the rainbow frog?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of busy.
Oh, really? All of a sudden? And what's got you so busy?
You know, stuff. Royal stuff.
Stuff.
Royal stuff?
Thanks.
Ah, the Royal Theater. Well then, that changes everything. Artsy types just aren't cut out for science. Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, a real shame.
Ah, it wasn't meant to be. But no matter what path you walk, I'm sure you'll walk it well. This is it then, the final token of my thanks. All the best with theater. I'll come see a play one day.
All right. 15,000 experience. Excellent. And a ribbon. Ooh. Now, if the ribbon does what it normally does in Final Fantasy games, I believe... I just realized I got a lot of this stuff for completing Hunter's Quest, and I didn't even look at it. Because we got the Ruby, Strength moderately. Circlet, 150 magic. That's insane. Champion's Anklet, already had one. Anti-Darkness Inners. Okay, reduces darkness damage. Keeps the owner spotless throughout the grimiest times. In case you're just sick of looking all muddy and dirty and stuff. But yes, protects the wearer from almost all status ailments. So that's your typical Final Fantasy ribbon right there. Alright, now Viv, we got your side quest.
Well, did you get a good one?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Look at that.
Black and white. Matches the mood of the scene. Powerful. Very powerful.
Whatever you
Thank
say.
you for this. Damn if it ain't a real work of art. Here, your reward.
Thanks as always.
It's my pleasure, Prince. You know I want to help you. The Media King. Best pals with the Lucian Prince. Seriously, though, let's keep working together.
I was kind of hoping that would be his last one. It kind of felt like a good last one to end on, taking a picture of Insomnia. It's a lot of gil, though.
Hey, Prince Noctis, can I ask another favor? One royal to another?
Sure. What do you have for us?
This is a juicy one. I need photographs of Imperial bases.
What's the catch?
Me and my readers both. We're getting taxed half to death. I figure we've got a right to see what our hard-earned gil is being spent on. I've got a good idea what I'll write for the article. You don't have to worry about that. But I need the photo. I know it's a dangerous job, but you can pull it off.
Photograph Imperial bases. Multiple side quest objectives have been added. Okay. Oh.
Knocked. Overhead.
Okay.
Fight first, then the photo shoot.
Yeah, I figured doing the photo shoot
Let me give
quests
the orders
would
this
be
time.
easy.
Just keep it short.
And simple. Attack. Yes, sir.
Nothing to it.
But yeah, I figured these would be just simple quests to do. Basically, just come to it, take
Ready
a
or
photo,
not?
go back
Good.
to
We
V.
got it. Next location.
So since these are simple enough, I'll do these real quick before we head back to the present.
Take a shot from here.
Alright, are there going to be any enemies this time? Yes, there are. Going to be more axemen, or are there going to be different enemies
Can't
this
have
time?
these guys in the shot.
How many times? Enough talk. Time for some action.
Alright, now take the picture.
Let me get this shot.
Now let's get the next one.
How about from over here?
But first, probably some enemies. Ignis, you're blocking
totally
the
in
enemies
the
as they're
way.
falling.
Really? Again?
So I'm saying, just more axemen again? It's lazy.
Oh yeah. Ready or not?
Now we go back, right?
Indeed we do. I'm kind of hoping this is the last one. If not, hopefully the next one's just real quick and that's the last one. Because again, this won't take up a whole episode for sure. But it does take a lot of recording time away from me. Here you go, Viv.
Hey, good to see you back in one piece.
Who's this guy?
Yeah, we got the photos you wanted.
Prompto? That's not the base. And there's that one. Again, not the... Oh. It's the ship in the background. So it's like whenever I asked him to take the picture, he took a picture of us whenever the enemies were popping up. That's so weird.
Ah, they came after you?
They regretted it.
Damn it, you kids are something else. It's high time I started playing my part. My company is going to war against the Empire, and we're gonna keep fighting until Lucis gets its rightful king back.
What can I say? I appreciate it.
Here, take this. It's my last donation to the cause. I hope you can use it on your journey.
Appreciate it, Viv. 20,000 gil. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Prince Noctis.
Uh,
I'm gonna cut to the chase. I have a new job. You ever thought about photographing a spirit?
You writing ghost stories now?
No, listen. I'm being serious here. You know the famous Accordo treasure, Lakshmi? The painting's haunted by a powerful evil spirit.
An evil spirit?
I know, hard to believe. But if it is true, I want the scoop. You follow me? So if you're going to Altissia, take a little detour. Find the painting and get a photo of that evil spirit.
okay. I remember that little room because it seemed odd. There was such a... It seemed like a specific little room cut out with that big painting in it. Oh, jumping off the wall, greet this guy. Hey, how you doing? Okay. So I actually know where I'm going for this. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna sleep here so I can
Welcome
get
back.
experience.
Will you be requiring a room?
It's kind of early, isn't it?
Nah, it's cool.
Get that bonus experience from staying at a hotel. Alright, level 75. Okay, I've got to save the picture of the little black chocobo chick. I'm going to save this one too, because that's just... It's so funny, because... the clear panic on his face. Like, I don't want to become a researcher.
Yeah.
Hey, Prince, your weapon's ready. Come and get it.
Oh, dang it. I was kind of hoping to just be done, but I guess we'll go to Cape Kayam. Though I said Cape Kayam, I keep forgetting that Sid's actually here in Hammerhead now.
Took your sweet time. Here.
I just called and I came over. Okay, so Absorb Shield 2. See how good that is.
There you all are. Here's your weapon now.
And a better Valiant. Alright, Absorb Shield 2, it's better than Hero Shield. So less bullet resistance, but more vitality and more MP as well. And it absorbs the elemental powers of defeated foes. Nice. By the way, I did put Snapshot back on while I was off screen, or off recording. And apparently to get it to level 10, it takes a lot of photos. Because I definitely took quite a few. It's still not all the way up. But I'll go ahead and take that off now, so I don't forget. Valiant 2 is actually not stronger than Enforcer. I believe I got Enforcer from the thing in Altissia, the monster battle arena. Which technically this gives more MP. And it does absorb the elemental powers of defeated foes as well, but it says 43 more attack, so I think it's probably better. Okay, now we will call Umbra. Obviously first we gotta ask for some paw. Because if you don't, then you're just not human, so... Okay, but we're gonna head to Altissia first. Just to complete this one quest for Viv. I won't come back and complete it all the way. Okay, apparently I have to talk to Wescombe.
I was wondering when you might show up.
And get information about the painting
what
first.
brings you here today?
Join the hunt. Ah, we gotta hunt it. Understood.
Be forewarned, this won't be a test of luck, but of skill.
I actually just had the thought, since we have to get a picture of it, I don't know if Snapshot's gonna be required. I wouldn't think so.
You're here to deal with the haunting? Go on. The Lakshmi is through there.
No problem, guard. I'll deal with it for you. You little wimp. Can't handle some spooky ghost.
So here we are, about to see the famous painting.
Infamous, more like.
Whew. Anyone else got goosebumps?
Yeah.
So, there's the Lakshmi.
Whoa! It's big!
What's that?
Is it fog?
Whoa! No friggin' way!
Pretty bold of her.
Woman, where's your clothes? You're naked.
Camera!
I'm gonna have to censor this.
This isn't what I signed up for!
Ow.
Do it, okay?
Ah, I got it, you guys!
Time to take him
Here
down.
goes nothing!
Let's not get ourselves away.
Alright, scanner. What do we got? Only weak to fire and light. Alright, well, holy it is. Ow. That's not what I meant to do. And now it's changed forms. Now it's a Chatterook. I can't read that whole word. There's some numbers in the way. Chatternook. Okay, still weak to light though.
Must be...
I'm just arming her time.
One last push. Let's go, fellas.
Oh yeah!
Ready.
That's right.
Welcome,
Alright,
lads.
finish it up, Wexham. Take that reward.
Made it back in one piece, eh?
Indeed. And a handkerchief. Is that another cleanliness thing? Protects the owner from some staining. Yep, pretty much.
Greetings. Will you be staying with us?
No, now I gotta return to the future. But first, give me some Paul. To make me feel better before I have to leave. Go to a future where Luna's dead, Ignis is blind, everybody hates each other, Gladio's an asshole.
Welcome back. Will you be requiring a room?
To the present. There's our spooky ghost lady. There's just mist. Alright. We are back in the present now. I believe we were getting pretty close to the end of this section here.
One hell of a hangar.
Look at all this space!
So the central elevator's through here.
And out of the loading bay.
Alright, this seems like it's gonna be a big battle, right?
Your Majesty, your precious crystal awaits you. To liven things up, I thought I'd take you on a stroll down memory lane. Of course, memories decay with time.
What the heck? Ravis, what's wrong with your face, dude?
Kill me! End it!
Is that Ravis?
Or what's left of him?
Damn it.
Alright, Ravis, I'll grant you your wish.
Keep an eye on Iggy.
Keep both on him!
Death blow! Death blow! Death blow!
Gladio!
Okay, I did have the thought I wanted to try it and see, but yeah, Ignis can't use anything but Libra Elementia right now. I need to put that back on. Oh, that's rude. Can't just stop me like that.
close to me.
Do my favors.
Get back!
Hamburger time. Hamburger tree.
Gladio.
Alright, well, we finally got to fight Ravis. You know, as a
sorry
demon,
end
of
for the
course.
High Commander.
But
for anyone, he was a man with hopes and dreams.
Ugh. It's horrible.
What kind of fiend makes demons of men?
Look alive! Company!
what? Okay.
Should be able to handle this, right?
We're getting nowhere!
And they just keep coming!
Knocked! Must go on alone.
What?
If you can obtain the crystal's power, you may yet be able to turn the tide. Elsewise, we are all like to perish here.
Biggie's right. It's our only chance.
But what about you?
We'll manage somehow! Just get moving!
You could still get to the crystal if you went on your own. Friends will have to stay behind.
I do kind of wonder if there is an end to this battle, or if this is how it has to go. What the? What? Are you serious? They're on a whole nother level and they're pulling me back.
Please stand clear.
You better think fast. I don't envy you your decision.
So, this is the way to the crystal?
Betraying your friends for the greater good. The mark of a monarch. Step forth, your majesty.
Oh, come on, get out of my way.
If you wish to obtain the crystal's power, you must be prepared to lose all else.
Gate closed.
Don't die on me.
Yeah, I don't remember what I chose the first time, and if there is a different choice to make there. I don't know. Typically, Final Fantasy games are pretty linear, so.
Those who died for you, do you ever wonder what went through their minds? Can you even recall their final words?
But I hear something.
I'll come back for you all. I swear. How far's this go? The crystal had better be here. Everyone's counting on it. Counting on me.
And there's the classic music.
Your journey is over, Noct.
Please. Help me stop the demons.
Why?
unharmed by the light of the chosen king. Allow me to regale you with a tale. In an age long past, an incurable scourge ravaged mankind. A tiny menace that twisted men into monsters, the likes of which you've seen. In Lucis lived a savior who could cure the afflicted. His body would come to host myriad demons. Countless lives be spared. But a jealous king, one not yet chosen by the crystal, ostracized and demonized this healer of the people, making a true monster of him. I gave you my name earlier, but you should know that it was not a name given to me at birth. Ardyn Lucis Kylum is my proper name. You'll never guess whose name this Unia was. No, killing you as a mortal will bring me scant satisfaction. Playing with the crystal's power, arise as its champion. Only once the crystal and king are no more, can I know redemption. Come back soon. I shall keep your friends company until you are.
Oh, if only that worked. Oh, we finally got to see a little bit of his true face there. Believing the sacred stone would purge the world of demons, Noctis reached out to it, only to, I think, be pulled inside. I didn't finish it. Whoa, Bahamut, your voice is a little scary. I've been having these weird thoughts lately.
The fate of this world falls to the King of Kings. His providence consecrated in the divine light of the crystal. So it is ordained, the revelation of Bahamut.
What is this place? Tell me!
The heart of the crystal, wherein lies the soul of the star. And it is in this place that the king will gain the power to fulfill his calling.
Okay, so where are my friends?
They stand against the darkness and abide in hope, sustained by faith unfaltering that their king shall arise and bring deliverance. By the covenants awakened, the Sikhs have seen the coming of the prophesied hour. A time when the crystal shall have shed the entirety of its light unto the ring. Only then, once the sacred ring is replete, can the true king complete his ascension. And only by the true king's hand can the immortal accursed be banished and the light restored to this world.
Well, that doesn't sound too hard. Oh gee, I wonder who the accursed is.
A man cursed with life eternal, whose immortality stems from the self-same scourge that wrought the demons. One so impure of body and soul was deemed unworthy of the crystal's light and forbidden to ascend. His mind twisted by spite and bent on revenge, the usurper came to bring darkness down upon our world. Only the true king, chosen by the crystal and guarded by his forebears, can end the accursed's madness.
So what is Providence then?
It is the sole means to ending the immortal accursed. A power greater than even that of the Six, purifying all by the light of the crystal and the glaives of rulers past. Only at the throne can the chosen receive it, and only at the cost of a life his own. The King of Kings shall be granted the power to banish the darkness, but the blood price must be paid. To cast out the usurper and usher in dawn's light will cost the life of the chosen. Many sacrificed all for the king, so must the king sacrifice himself for all. Now enter into reflection, let the light of Providence shine within.
What are you, pouting because you have to die? Come on, Noctis. We're all gonna die someday. No reason to pout. Oh, remember all these good times? Oh, and Ardyn. That girl we saw for a few minutes before she died. And Dad, who we saw for one scene, and then he died off screen.
The light waxes full. Go forth to the kingdom, where the usurper awaits. Reclaim the throne and fulfill the calling of the true king.
Will do, Bahamut. You just stay there and keep sounding very creepy. And oh my gosh, I've got a beard. Mark of the Draconian. Puppers? Hello, Umbra. Can I pet you?
Umbra. Be waiting. In Hammerhead.
The Chosen King's Calling. So yes, we've hit the time jump. This is something I do remember from the game as well, from the first time I played it. Into the chapter. Chapter 14, Homecoming. Noctis leaves his prison to find himself an Angel Guard. His father's ship is moored at shore. Dang it! Need to start reading those faster.
Man, how long was I out?
Yeah, maybe like a couple years. I mean, surely no more than 10 years.
Where'd everybody go? Demons everywhere. What the hell happened?
You guys are gonna give me free AP, I'll take it. Uh-oh. I'm running from these guys. Wait. Forgot. The ring destroys them. Am I really running the whole way? Can't believe they're. Oh. Oh, good lord, that's just terrifying.
What is it, boy? Something's coming.
Oh, thank goodness. I was gonna say, if I had to run the whole way there.
A truck?
It's gonna be crazy. But, dude, you're gonna stop?
Yeah?
It's me, Talcott. My grandpa served the Amicidia family.
They're all Talcott. All grown up.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes way. Welcome back, Your Majesty.
Noctis is like, how long has it been?
Yes, sir. That's right. Huh? Just a second. Said he wants to have a word with you.
He can have it in person.
He said you can have it in person. Okay. We should be there shortly, sir. Wow. I can't tell you how good it is to see you again.
Oh, the Cactuar statuettes.
Sure look different, though.
You think so? Guess I've grown some these 10 years.
10 years?
The guys must be pinching themselves right now.
Where are they, anyway?
Lestalem, more often than not, but they take a lot of trips to Hammerhead.
For?
For Miss Cindy. You know, back at the garage. She's a tough one, but when she needs a little extra muscle out on the road, she gives him a call.
Huh.
Oh, speaking of which, the guys said they're near Hammerhead right now, so we'll be meeting them there. You know, ever since you disappeared, Your Majesty, it's been nothing but nighttime non-stop. Lestalem still has light thanks to the power plant, so just about everyone's taken refuge there.
Only there?
Everywhere else has been abandoned. Demons moved in, forcing the people to move out. People still swing by the garage at Hammerhead from time to time, but it usually isn't for repairs. These days it's less of a service station and more of a slayer station, a base for demon hunting. The garage is still open though, one of the few places that is.
So, Sid, he's still alive and kicking.
He's kicking all right, just not as hard as before. He hasn't really been himself lately. At least, not since he moved out to Lestalem. Someone suggested he move the garage there too, but old man Sid wasn't having it. He called it a big fat chocobo turd of an idea. Said it just wouldn't be the same anywhere else.
That sounds like Sid, all right.
Miss Cindy said she didn't mind either way. So the garage will probably stay put for a while. And without any tinkering to do, Ignis's gourmet seafood is about all Sid has left to look forward to. With all the demons prowling around, more folk were getting hurt. Or worse. So Iris talked the Marshal into taking out the demons themselves. Iris the Demon Slayer, they call her. Gladio and the others, they lend him a hand whenever they can. Prompto spends most of his time hunting around Hammerhead. He tries to impress Miss Cindy, but she's already married to her work.
And Ignis.
Sounds about right.
He hunts too. We tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. He said if anything, he's more used to the darkness than we are.
Never got his vision back.
I'm afraid not. But that being said, he gets by pretty well on his own. Gladio and Prompto usually hunt on their own as well. It isn't often you see the three of them together nowadays. They still work as a team every once in a while, but each has his own set of tasks to keep him busy.
Is that so?
It's alright. Noctis coming back will bring them together again.
We've arrived.
I just know it.
Your Majesty, everyone
Power
will be
of
so
friendship.
happy to see you. Don't worry. I won't be going anywhere. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Hey.
Hey? That's all you have to say for yourself after all this time?
Noct! It's you! It's really
Is
you!
it? I hadn't realized.
Well, well. You kept us waiting.
Not like I wanted to. We've got catching up to do.
Let's head inside.
The band's all back together, guys. We did it! The final battle will commence once you leave Hammerhead. Be sure to spare no preparation. Okay, got some more stuff to read in here. Look at Taka's diner all suited up. Alright. Study on the nature of photophilic particles. On examining multiple correlations between the photophilic particles responsible for the blight and the mutant strain of Plasmodium associated with the demons, we've discovered a clear causal relationship. Furthermore, given the mass dispersal of photophilic particles upon death, the demon presence is likely accountable for the violent ecological shifts of late. Some little science there. Geophysical survey of atmospheric conditions. The presence of soot-like photophilic particles was confirmed in samples of air taken at varying elevations, with notably higher concentrations at higher altitudes. Photophilic particles have begun to subsume the ozone layer, and the observed reduction of daylight on Eos can be attributed primarily to their light-absorbing properties. Hence why it's always dark, I'm assuming. What do we got here? Talcott?
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
Alright, the Imperial Army.
We've even got some former Imperials fighting for us. The toughest of them said she used to lead a band of mercenaries.
Aranea?
So you do know her. Well, I'm not surprised. The Marshal said she was feared far and wide back in the day. But now she's revered among the Lucian masses. Same with her men, Biggs and Wedge. Each of them leads their own small army.
That's great.
I'm more than happy to tell you Oh,
the Empire.
Right. About the Empire.
Huh.
Gladio brought back word that both the Emperor and High Commander were dead. With those two gone, Niflheim pretty much fell apart.
Yeah, figured.
I'm more than happy to tell you the Chancellor's still around, though. In Insomnia. Nobody who saw him had any clue what he might have been up to. Their stories piqued Ignis's curiosity. I ended up helping Ignis look into the matter, digging through old records, even joining him on trips to the royal tombs.
Royally roped into it.
It's cool. I'm a bit of a history buff myself. But we did discover something pretty weird.
Huh?
While we were poring over all those ancient texts, one name caught our eye. Ardyn's. Apparently he was hailed as a savior, healing all those who were ravaged by demons, only to end up branded a demon himself. A dubious charge, I'd say. By all accounts, he was just as human as you and me. I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
Something else? Demons.
On the bright side, we've come a little closer to understanding the demons.
And?
You see, I'd always thought they were animals, only more hideous and savage. But it turns out they're just ordinary people. Unlucky folk infected by something or other that transformed them into monsters. There's no known cure as of yet. So death is the only mercy.
Yep.
I'm more than happy to tell you,
Cordo?
We've had a lot of survivors pouring in from Accordo, too. What with all the demon attacks there as of late? Not like it's much better here. Lestalem's practically overflowing with refugees from Insomnia. The Empire's recovery assistance fell by the wayside, and demons overran the city. Thankfully, Iris and the Marshal managed to evacuate the civilians. Now there's no one left, except the demons. I spent my childhood in the Crown City. It's sad knowing it's gone, you know?
Not for long. I became the king to reclaim our home, and now I'm back, as promised.
All these years and you remembered.
You bet.
I'm more than happy to tell you,
about
Your
Jared.
Majesty. Do you remember my grandfather?
Yeah.
There's something I wasn't able to tell you back then. Grandpa died because of me. It was my fault. An Imperial officer approached me in town, asked if I was from the Crown City, and that was just the beginning. What brings you here, young man? You didn't come here by yourself, did you? Oh, your grandfather's a butler at a manor. How very grand. Oh, he rubs shoulders with the royal family. You must be ever so proud. I answered him without thinking. A little after that, the man showed up at our hotel.
Talcott.
Think what you will of me, but please know that Grandpa didn't give you away.
Listen.
Yeah?
You're not a kid anymore. You should know by now what happened that day wasn't your fault.
Seriously.
None of it. You know, it's hard to ask someone about their pain, but it's just as hard to share your own with someone else. I appreciate you opening up to me, and I swear I'll make things right. But believe me when I say nobody blames you. Not me, not your grandpa.
Yeah.
Trust me, you have the king's word.
I suppose you're right, Your Majesty. Thank you.
I'm so glad they didn't cut right back to, I'm more than happy to tell you anything. Okay.
Safe travels.
We're good.
Your Majesty.
Just want to do some exploring through here. What do we got?
Hey.
So I guess everybody already has super strong weapon.
I'll see you later.
Hyperion, very strong. This one's actually not as strong as Orichalcum, so I'm gonna give him that one back. I just realized I never gave Ignis a better lance. It's my bad. And yeah, Enforcer is better than Quicksilver. So, don't do that one. Wow, this store definitely got an upgrade as well. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. Head back to Insomnia.
Well, fellas, we're homeward bound at last. Time to suit up.
Finally get to rock these threads.
Wear them with pride.
Yeah. Just hope they still fit.
Oh. Do a little bit of camping. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this. It's Gladio's favorite. Better attack, better HP recovery rate. Military Man's Banquet. You guys enjoying this last camp we'll ever have together? 'Cause I'm about to die. One picture. After 10 long years of solitude, Noctis is reunited with his friends. Breaking camp for the final time, they return to the crown city of Insomnia, where the Chosen King will make a stand and restore light to the world. Ha-ha! Got him.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, at long last.
What we've been waiting for.
Sure is.
Look at us all decked out, ready to fight.
Are you with me?
Of course.
You bet.
Until the very end.
That's gonna be sooner than you think.
Finish this. Once and for all.
Alright, looks like there's a little place for us to stay over here. Wait, where? Oh, is it down below?
I'm surprised we haven't seen any glaives around here.
Why would we?
Because they're doing reconnaissance, dealing with the demons as they go.
Their base is up ahead. Come on. Guess we've still got a little fight left in us.
You say that like we've already peaked.
Yeah, we haven't even reached our prime.
Guess you're right.
What's all this? People used to stay down here, or currently?
These monsters. Look what they've done to our home.
Let's take it back. Rebuild it better than ever.
Yeah. Just we promised. This isn't your day. We're done here. Hit it!
Better than ever before, I'd say.
Just don't get blown up by that thing. Deeper into the subway we go. Or what at least looks like the subway.
Shit.
Looks fresh.
Then we should hurry.
Oh,
there
God.
may be survivors nearby.
Oh boy.
Safety first, everybody.
It's time. Time to say goodbye. Glad that's over.
Indeed. No time to waste.
But of course, Your Highness.
It's the badass.
Marshal!
He's still alive.
You gone senile or something?
Can do.
Don't worry, I got this.
There's so many of them.
Tell me about it. I've had it for hours.
Hanging a little longer this time.
When is this gonna end?
We'll kill them all. Focus.
Don't worry, I got this.
We'll do okay. I don't need sight to sense what's around.
It's easy.
Maybe I'm just better at hiding it?
Hard and fast.
You've grown into a fine leader.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You set a pretty good example.
You all right?
More or less. Glad you made it back, Highness.
Glad to be back.
I've got something to show you. Follow me.
So, what brought you back to Insomnia?
We wanted to do what we could to make sure everything was in order. For the day the king returned to reclaim his rightful seat on the throne. We're stationed just up ahead. It's just about the only place we have left.
Kingsglaive Base Camp.
Come on.
Look at these sad sacks.
Good news, everyone! Your king has returned!
Highness! I knew you'd come back!
Your Highness, for many moons, we have eagerly awaited the coming of this day.
Brothers and sisters, brave warriors of Lucis. You've done well these 10 years. And I thank you. You've done so much, all for my sake. Even as the darkness overcame our world, we kept the light alive in our hearts.
There's no crying in war.
We've all lost friends and loved ones along the way, but the one thing we never lost was hope. Brothers and sisters, I ask you to stand by me and fight at my side for the light and for the future of our world.
All hail the King of Light!
The glaive's finally got its king.
I'm sorry. That whole moment for me is just ruined because when you hear the yeah, it's all a bunch of female yeah, and then all hail the King of Light, and it's only men, and it's the same voice, just set basically half a second, one after the other. That was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
I was so happy to have him back.
Yes, but none are happier than us.
Thanks for opening up a camp. I appreciate it.
Didn't want to leave anything unsaid. Whatever you do, you will have my unwavering support.
I know.
Wait, he opened up a camp? What? We didn't get to see that scene? Are you serious?
You sacrificed so much just to make it this far. Lost so much along the way.
The pains of the past
Oh God, his
pave
leg.
the path to the future. Our sacrifices won't be in vain.
Yeah.
It looks like everybody's gonna have two things to say.
So, how'd things work out with you-know-who?
Oh, a gentleman doesn't kiss and tell.
Look at you.
And
Just
Prompto
remember,
doesn't kiss at all.
Hold tight to the ones you love. And don't let go. Lose your grip and you'll lose them for good. Once the night is over, we'll break down the walls and usher in the dawn of a new world.
Yeah. just like we promised.
And by we, I mean you guys, because I was told I have to die, so. Alright, Gladio.
You get a few more scars while I was gone?
Wouldn't be much of a shield if I didn't take a few hits.
Think you can take a couple more?
It's my job. I'll take as many as you need me to.
Oh, we got a few quests in here.
My liege, I have a request from Ms. Aram.
You mean Cindy?
Yes. She was hoping you would help her unearth some special machine parts from the city ruins. We've already deployed one of our glaives to the designated area. They're not much for conversation, but rest assured, when it comes to combat, they're more than capable.
Okay. I guess this will give me some stuff to do.
I've marked the location on your map. All that's left is to rendezvous with the glaive and begin the operation.
Got it. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Yeah, this will give me some stuff to do here, because I don't necessarily...
Take this.
Jeez, guys. Can I finish a thought?
A key?
Good eye. That'll let you open all the gates around here.
Perfect.
Okay. But yeah, I'll probably finish up these side quests that are here, and then we'll call it. Because I don't want to necessarily finish the game tonight. I'm fairly certain that that's what we're about to go do.
So, what's next for you, Marshal?
Lots of Imperial stragglers left. Thought I'd clean them up.
Need a hand?
Looking to earn yourself a favor? If so, you're more than welcome. Just tell Yosef when you're ready.
Who's Yosef?
Mr. Argentum? I've
Whoa.
heard you're quite the savvy cameraman. Could you help me with something?
With what?
Well,
not
a group
talk so
of us
loud,
were
please?
trying to take some pictures of the Crown City as part of our reconnaissance work. Unfortunately, the demons were too much for us to handle, so I was hoping you might be able to go out and snap some shots in our stead. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Leave it to me.
Hey, about those photos. Would it be okay if I helped? I want to see the state of the city for myself.
Sure thing. The more the merrier.
A lot of glaives died at the signing ceremony, but one of them survived and escorted Lady Lunafreya to safety. To this day, his story lives on as an inspiration to us all.
I've dealt with my fair share of demons while out on reconnaissance duty, but the ones around here are some of the toughest I've faced. Your Majesty would do well to take care.
My humblest apologies, but this area is on lockdown at the moment. Literally, that is, it's locked. I would open it for you, but I seem to have misplaced the key. No, I had it with me back at the station.
It's alright. I'm pretty sure I have it. Oh, never mind. This is not the key that Cor gave to me. Okay, I'm supposed to speak to Yosef. I do not see anybody back here. So, unless I'm missing something... Oh, he's up here. Understood.
Name's Yosef. Pleasure. Our objective is the annihilation of all remnants of the Imperial forces. Several of the Empire's bases located around the city remain operational. The Marshal is scouting these locations as we speak. You can begin the operation once you rendezvous with him on site.
Roger.
Well, best of luck, boys.
This guy sounds like he's just... I don't know. He sounds like he's more of a radio announcer than an actual person.
The Kingdom of Lucis needs you to fight back the Imperials.
I crossed the continent as a hunter in my former life, but I was reborn as a member of the Marshal's Kingsglaive. If ever I can be of service to you, please do not hesitate to ask.
Follow me.
What kingly confidence you've acquired.
And it only took you 10 years.
Yeah. Still being an asshole, I see. Right, meant to check this for Prompto. Okay, it's actually weaker than both of these. So, and I guess the fact that it has fire on it would be nice against certain enemies, but... Ooh.
Fashionably late, I see.
Ardyn.
Wait, I didn't want to trigger
Insomnia,
this cutscene.
the crown city of my kingdom. I bid you a warm welcome.
What the hell's he doing?
I've prepared something special for you, Noctis.
What?
Yes, it's It's the same war your father gave his life to sustain. I thought it might serve as a lovely little reminder of your daddy, dearest. Do you like it?
I mean, not really.
You're sick. How could you say that to your own flesh and blood? I'll try to find it in my heart to forgive you by the time you reach the Citadel. My little pet will greet you at the gates.
Okay. I was worried this was about to be in-game stuff, but no, I think just building up to the end game. Alright, Prompto. Oh, I guess I have to take it?
That one is picture perfect.
It's too bad this place has gone to ruin. There's so much history here.
One could argue history was made anew when the old wall fought off the Empire's demons.
With my dad fighting at their side.
Oh, summoning time. Is it Garuda again? Looks like it. Be great if all of a sudden it's just like, game complete, you killed Ardyn with that. Oh, wow. Alright, another picture of Royal Monument.
Not, you're doing amazing.
I wonder what the kings and queens of yore were like.
As different as you and me. They each had their own unique strengths, but what they shared was a common love of country.
One shared by your father. He gave his life for his people. And you.
And so long as he and the other rulers are looking after me, Ardyn won't stand a chance.
Oh. Oh boy.
Must be his little pad.
We can only hope it's bad. It's worse than it's bite.
On his way, we bite back. We should have let the sleeping dog lie.
Okay.
Where's the Marshal when you need him?
I'm afraid he's already preoccupied with other business.
We handle this on ourselves.
Come get some.
Finish him.
With me, everyone.
My pleasure. Let's do this. Don't worry, I got this.
Let's say.
That's one hell of a path.
Guys, we easily took it down.
Is
Come
it
on.
too late to ask Ardyn to call off his dog?
I'm afraid it is.
Damn, it's got us trapped.
If we can't run, all we can do is fight.
Iggy's right. Come on.
Let's...
Man, and now it's back to full health? That's lame.
Want some?
Gladio.
Any last words?
Locked. Try attacking the beast while it's in midair.
And stop it from bouncing around?
Precisely.
Time to retreat.
Oh, okay. Sure. Whatever you say. Oh. Oh, goodness. Okay. There we go.
Maybe the King of Kings really is as almighty as they say.
Tri-headed triumph. Huh. Interesting. Since I've beaten the game before, I thought I would have gotten that, but I don't know. Maybe I skipped it somehow?
There's no way past the wall.
Uh-oh.
There's way too many of them.
And no way out of this either.
Still, we can't just give up now. Luna!
Gods above, hear my plea. Lend the chosen king your strength, that he may save our star from darkness blight.
The lady's words have reached the heavens. By the will of the oracle and the grace of the gods, a path for the king is made.
Is it time for the six to all combine the powers? I guess all but one of the six, since we don't have Ifrit. Bahamatan. Hell yeah. Thanks, Luna.
Luna. Thank you.
The fate of our star rests with you now, my king.
Oh, and she's gone.
Talk about divine intervention.
Oh, feels good to know the gods are fighting on our side.
Well, most of them.
And they've entrusted the future to you, Noct.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to let him down now.
Yeah, it's totally time to go fight. After we complete the side quest. That's the thing. I kind of had a feeling, just because it felt weird for them to put one of these quests over here if it was going to lead you right to the final battle. So I kind of had a feeling that that wasn't going to be it.
Huh. According to the map, this should be the spot.
Then let's hurry up and get to work.
So is it going to be Dustin? Who is this?
So you must be the glaive she was talking about.
I feel like I know you somehow.
I also vaguely recall making their acquaintance.
Were they this talkative last time we met, too?
Not sure, but there's no point dwelling on the past. Right now, we're on a mission.
The glaive joined the fight. I don't know. Doesn't look familiar, but...
This it?
Alright.
Well, I think we found all there is to find.
See one over here? There we go. Oh boy.
Well, I think we found all there is to find.
Oh boy.
Well, here we are.
Armaker time.
With me, everyone. I'll get this. My pleasure. Let's do this.
Oh, ow. Easy move.
Found one.
Oh, already see one?
Got quite a collection here.
There's gonna be one down there? And the last one.
Got it.
Okay.
Well, that should be all of them.
Ooh, I can't wait to see what Cindy's planning to do with them.
I've no doubt it'll be something special.
We'll find out soon enough.
The glaive left the party. Well, I don't know who that was supposed to be. I don't know if we'll figure that out later or not, but I guess we'll see. Alright, another picture to take.
Looks good enough to me.
What kind of guy do you suppose the Founder King was?
A rather special one, I assume. Was the first of his line to be selected as the Crystal's sworn protector.
Just think. It could have been Ardyn atop that throne.
He and I may be born of the same blood, but I don't care. That won't stop me from bringing him to justice.
Hell yeah. Oh, nope. Not facing those two again. That's just too annoying. Are these going to be mini base infiltrations?
This mission's going to be tough, so I asked the glaive to lend us a hand. Once they've completed their task, that'll be your cue to get to work.
Got it.
Are you ready? Hurry up then. Clock's ticking.
You know what? Knowing that those are going to be a longer thing, I think actually now might be a good time to call it. I've already recorded for a little while, and plus I have one more thing I want to do, which is go through the dossiers, because of course everything's being updated now. So, Noctis's third page. Having spent 10 years slumbering in solitude and basking in the light of the crystal, Noctis finally awakens as the one true king, the sole beacon of hope in a world overcome by darkness. He rejoins his friends and returns to Insomnia in order to fulfill his kingly calling. We got Gladio. For 10 years, Gladiolus traveled the world dispatching demons while awaiting the return of his king, never once losing heart. He returns to his home of Insomnia with Noctis at his side, more determined than ever to help the true king fulfill his calling and defend him from any harm that should come his way. Ignis, third page. During Noctis' absence, Ignis devoted himself to overcoming his blindness. While his sight never returned, his other senses grew sharper by the day. Before long, he had remastered everything from cooking to combat, all without the use of his eyes. With the newly returned Noctis at his side, the Hand of the King heads home to Insomnia to help his liege reclaim his throne. Prompto, having once sworn to help Noctis break down the walls and usher in the dawn of the new world, Prompto does his part to uphold this promise during his friend's decade-long absence, assisting refugees flocking to Lestalem and taking down the demons that threaten their livelihood. Yet despite Prompto having grown and changed over the years, one thing remains constant: his devotion to Noctis. Even as the king and his royal retinue return to Insomnia, Prompto heads home not as his liege's retainer, but as his best friend. Aw, friendship is magic. Cindy, second page. I think a lot of the second pages for this group of characters I get after completing their side quests, all of them, so this won't have anything to do with the time jump at all. Melba Aurum was born into a prominent family in the old town of Cacotric. She fell in love with Cid's son Mid-Sophiar some 30 years ago, and the two were wed before long. Though she lost her home in the Great War, she gained something even greater through her marriage, a lovely daughter, Cindy. Sadly, however, time with her baby girl was cut short by a horde of demons. The wicked creatures ambushed her car one night, claiming the lives of her and her husband and leaving Cindy an orphan. Oh, I'm wondering, because she was telling that story whenever we got the headlights about how there was a couple she saw that got killed by demons while they were driving in the night. I wonder if this is the couple she was talking about, was her mom and dad. Taka. Born in the town of Cacotric, Taka was not afforded a happy childhood. After King Regis scaled back the wall, it was not long before the flames of war consumed Cacotric and claimed the lives of Taka's parents, leaving him an orphan in northern Lade. He fell in with a seedy crowd, turning to a life of stealing in order to stave off starvation. Young Taka prided himself in his heightened sense of hearing, which helped him escape capture on many occasions. Certain that he couldn't be caught, he attempted to rob the Hammerhead service station one night, but his attempt at thievery was thwarted. Cid busted the would-be burglar, wrapped him on the noggin, and took the juvenile delinquent in as his own. And he became a fantastic chef. Dave. While on a mission to recover a dog tag from the Malamalum thicket, Noctis and his friends run into Dave's exchange aunt, Kimia. Through the Crown Prince, she relays a message to her nephew: stop following and start leading. Her words move Dave to action, and he sets out to improve the Hunters as an organization. While his overarching goal is to strengthen cooperation between operatives across the continent, his first order of business is to mend the strained relationship between his mother and her sister. Dino! Despite his flippant appearance, Dino takes his metal carving craft very seriously, so seriously in fact, he ultimately decides to quit his job as a reporter and devote his free time to his art. Now the journalist come jeweler hopes to create accessories that will protect people from the demons that threaten life on Lucis. Rumor has it Dino is currently crafting a ring for a special woman who shared a few scoops with him back when he first started working for Meteor Publishing. That's gonna be Coctura, isn't it? Though Coctura can whip up dishes from a wide range of cuisine, she specializes in seafood. Her proficiency in pescatarian cooking stems from her uncle Neva's love of fishing. When she was younger, she learned how to gut and prepare the fish she caught, an experience that inspired a passion for the culinary arts. Although she cut ties with her, quote, fish crazy fool of an uncle, due to pressure from her cooking school peers, Neva still proudly sports the protective pendant she gave him as a little girl. Aw, that's sweet. Whiz! Before the advent of automobiles, chocobos served as steeds, transporting people and products from place to place. Of all the various breeds, black chocobos have proven the fleetest of foot, keeping apace with the most conventional vehicles. As an endangered species, however, dark-plumed chocobos are rarely seen in the wild. Wiz seeks to rectify the situation, hoping to increase their numbers and eventually hold special races in their honor. It does make me wonder, especially with the time jump, I wonder if you can somehow use the black chocobo, since it seems to be faster. Sonya's second page. Contrary to her unassuming appearance, Sonya's combat skills rival those of even the most experienced hunters. Some tell tales of the Red-Capped Killer, a madwoman known for toppling the fiercest of foes in the dead of night, unleashing a ghastly shriek as she delivers a deadly roundhouse kick to her enemies' heads. Despite the subject of these stories bearing a striking resemblance to Dr. Yeager, no one has ever caught her in the act. What? That's... I want to see that in action. That's fantastic. Holly. One reason Holly performs her duties with such passion is the tragedy that befell her dear friends. When Melba Orem and Mid Sophiar fell victim to a demon attack one fateful night, Holly vowed to do whatever she could to prevent another such incident from ever occurring. She threw herself into her work, refusing assistance from anyone. Yet all this extra effort took its toll on her body, and she found herself thoroughly exhausted. It is only when the Crown Prince offers to lend a hand that she finally realizes there is no shame in relying on others. Since then, she is focused instead on sharing her expertise with others like Cindy and Jean, and teaching them how they can help share the workload. Kimya, potion-peddling old woman living in the Malmalum Thicket. As a hunter, Kimya used to make medicines at Meldacio HQ, but she was expelled from the organization when her sister Esma discovered she was brewing more than her mere curatives. Despite being cast out by her own flesh and blood, however, Kimya was undeterred. Rather, she embraced the, quote, Witch of the Woods moniker and adopted a more cryptic speech pattern to match. She continues to work as an apothecary, crafting concoctions intended to improve the efficacy of the Haven's protective charms. She also talks like Yoda for some reason. Now we still have two on this page that we haven't met yet. Idolus, his second page. A capable and upstanding administrator by every measure, Idolus was once revered by his subjects as a wise and just ruler. The Great War changed him, though, transforming this formerly selfless statesman who loved his people into a selfish, I think, despot? I don't know. Who lusted for power. He presided over the empire with an iron fist, never once loosing his grip. But by the time Noctis arrived at Zegnatus Keep, the emperor had apparently abdicated his throne, gone without a trace. Ravus. Okay, third page. Ravus once sought to dispel the darkness and save the world in Noctis' stead, believing him unfit for such a daunting task. Yet Lunafreya convinces her brother that his initial impression of the prince was wrong and he has a change of heart. Ravus vows to return Regis' sword to the one true king, but said promise goes unfulfilled. Ardyn kills the High Commander in cold blood and transforms him into a demonic shell of his former self. And then Ardyn. You have the third page. Though Ardyn was born to become the founder king of Lucis, fate had other plans for him. Blessed with the power to heal those afflicted with the Star Scourge, he traveled the world purging the plague from their bodies by absorbing it into his own. Yet when he stood before the crystal for judgment, it deemed him unworthy of becoming its champion, decrying him as impure of heart. Ardyn was cast into exile, shunned by the people who once adored him and condemned by his own flesh and blood. He now seeks revenge on the Lucian bloodline, in particular on the true king chosen to serve as the crystal's champion, Noctis Lucis Kyle. So, does that make him Noctis' uncle, or is it just he's just a part of the Kylum bloodline and he was like great uncle or something? I don't know, because he's immortal, so obviously he's been around forever. We finally gotten to the time jump. This is a part of the game that I do remember happening the first time I played it. I don't remember all of this traveling the city. I don't know if I even did these side quests or not, if I'm being honest. So yeah, it's kind of interesting seeing what the world's become now and just seeing where everybody is. Now, granted, we've not seen too many people, but we've heard some about it from like Talcott and stuff. I would like if we could see more of them 10 years into the future, but I don't remember if we actually get to see that or not. Because again, if I'm pretty sure, if memory serves me right, we come here and we're about to go into the final battle once I hit that final checkpoint. So I don't think we get to see everybody 10 years in the future, but we'll see. Maybe we do. Maybe there's something that I'm forgetting about. But yeah, my overall thoughts as far as, you know, this time jump thing, I'm not opposed to it. You know, I know some people can get a little upset whenever they do time jumps in any movie or video game, stuff like that. I personally think sometimes it can be effective in storytelling. I do think the way this one happens is a little weird, just because part of the whole moral of the story is the idea of the brotherhood and everybody working together. And so it feels kind of weird for one of the main parts of the story to be kind of the one guy that connects the whole brotherhood together just gets himself sucked into a crystal and then disappears for 10 years, and they don't see him for 10 years, and then he comes back, and all of a sudden they're all like, hey, it's like we never left. I feel like if this time jump maybe happened a bit sooner, we could have explored kind of what they did when Ignis lost his sight. You know, where you do have that disconnect, and maybe things are a little weird and they feel a little off, and not everybody's able to contribute, or you know, maybe even some of your techniques go away. But as it is, we get that disconnect not because of them being apart for so long. It's because of Noctis losing Luna, Ignis losing his sight, Gladio thinking Noctis is being too much of a Debbie Downer, and then, you know, Prompto just trying to hold it all together, which of course he's unable to. So I don't know, the reasoning behind that is not as strong as Noctis gets sucked into a crystal for 10 years. I think that would have been a much better thing. I mean, they even talk about, Talcott says how the three of Ignis, Gladio, and Prompto didn't really fight together while Noctis was away. So I feel like that would have been a much better setup for, they haven't seen each other for 10 years. It's not like they blame him for it, but there is that feeling of everything's not the same. And while Noctis, maybe for him it's only been a little bit of time, for everybody else it's been such a long time that, you know, they've had to deal with all this stuff. It's kind of hard for them to get that same feel back. So I think that would have been a better utilization of the time jump and the disconnect between friends. And again, seeing maybe a bit more how that would affect them in battle. You know, maybe make some of the battles where Noctis calls out the technique and maybe they don't do it, or something along those lines. But as it is, it's not terrible, it's just not as effective for me. But yeah, I'm curious to see what all these side quests are going to lead to, because I definitely don't remember any of them. And I guess what prizes we'll get for them. And then once we're done with these, we will finish off the game and maybe do a little bit of post-game stuff. So I guess I'll see how much time that I have once I've finished the game next episode after finishing the side quests, and we'll go on from there. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And please get the word out there, because I do want to try to reach more people with these videos, just because I like sharing my experiences, and it feels like I'm not quite reaching the crowd that I was hoping to, because I like to talk to people about my experiences and stuff and share my thoughts, because I don't really get to do that very often. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.